Hey class, we're going to go ahead and get into our idea of proportional reasoning, all right? I'm going to go ahead and erase this from part 3. Here we go. We are in part 4. All right. All right, here we go. So, title, percents. Okay, percents. So we went over how to find, not how to find, but how to convert from a fraction to decimal to percent. And then we also went from a percent to a decimal. That's key. We're going to go back to that. And a decimal to a fraction, right? But our important thing we want to remember is how to go from a percent to a decimal. We're going to use that here later on in this part. All right, so let's go ahead and write this down. So our what we want to do is find the percent of a number using proportional reasoning. Okay, reasoning. Okay, and keyword there is proportional reasoning. Okay, we want to find the percent of a number using proportional reasoning. Now, remember a proportion, you need to remember that a proportion is, this means proportion, this means two ratios, which we said, remember, what are relationships, ratios or fractions are equal. All right, so again, we got proportions, and our goal here is to find the percent of a number. Let me actually underline percents. Find the percent of a number using proportional reasoning. And remember, proportion, this means two ratios or fractions are equal. All right, let's make sure we got that written down. We're going to move on. We are going to move on. Make sure you have that written down. All right, let's move on. The next thing we're going to talk about is the percent equation. It is also known as the percent proportion. Okay, let's go ahead and write that down. So, percent equation, also known as the percent proportion. Okay, so it's called the percent equation, also can be called the percent proportion. And what it is this right here. I'm going to write it big, because I want you to write it big. Part over total equals percent over 100. That is the percent equation. And why is it an equation? Because it has a what? An equal sign, right? It is an equation because it has an equal sign. Now, it's also called a proportion because it has two what? Equal to each other. Two what? Two fractions or ratios, right? That are equal to each other. And so that's why we can call it the percent equation or percent proportion. Now, make sure you have this written down. We are going to use this to solve 3 different types of problems. There are 3 different types of percent problems, okay? The first one we're going to deal with is finding the part when you know the percent and the total. When you know the percent and the total, you're looking for the part. That's the first one we're going to look at. And then the next one is, let's say you're given And again, it just varies which ones we're going to do. I believe, yeah. If you're given the part and the percent, then you're looking for the what? Total. Now, if you're given the part and the total, these two, then you're looking for the what? Percent, right? And so those are the three different scenarios, or the three different topics, three different problems that we're going to be working with, okay? All right, so we're going to wrap it up here for right now. Next part, we're going to go ahead and work on actually solving problems, all right? Thanks for watching.